At any time during the ceremony, please feel free to come forward and take pictures. Please stand for the invocation given by Private First Class Shepherd and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Let us pray. Lord, thank you for gathering us here today to recognize our platoon and the completion of our training. We thank you for the honor and the privilege to serve the greatest country in the world. Lord, as we continue on our journey, I ask that you please continue to watch over us and our family along the way. I pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Let us pray.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. In order to ensure that the Army continues to remain relevant and ready, it requires that the future of the Army is trained by the most professional, non-commissioned officers working in our Army today. The instructors being awarded the Basic Army Instructor Badge today are the elite of their military occupational specialty. These instructors have demonstrated exceptional proficiency in all areas related to the instruction, as well as being a professional leader and mentor. They have transformed the classroom to a learner-centric environment where soldiers can truly learn, retain, and apply their training. In order to be awarded the Basic Army Instructor Badge, sergeants must successfully complete the arduous Fire Center of Excellence certification process. They must teach on platform for 80 hours and achieve satisfactory ratings during 2 evaluations by certified personnel from the Institute of Non-Commissioned Officers Professional Development. The official party for today's Instructor Badge pinning ceremony is First Lieutenant Gonzalez and Command Sergeant Major Shoemaker. The recipients of the Basic Army Instructor Badges are Sergeant First Class Foreman, Sergeant First Class McDonough, and Staff Sergeant Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause. Command Sergeant Major Parsons, Command Sergeant Major Showmaker, First Lieutenant Gonzalez, First Sergeant Brunheber. Distinguished guests, friends, and relatives, welcome to the graduation ceremony for 13 Fox classes 39 and 40-17 from Bravo Battery, 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery, United States Army. Today marks the successful completion of their demanding coursework. This is their day to be a part of the fully trained and ready Army. Soldiers, Today you join the ranks of the United States Army Field Artillery, a proud warrior race whose history began with a few simple cannons and has evolved into a complex system of short and long-range missiles and howitzers with unlimited all-weather capabilities. You are here because you have successfully completed the challenging training necessary to become a fully qualified soldier in the most lethal army in the world, following in the footsteps of those before you, to include your instructors, but also soldiers like Sergeant First Class Jared C. Monty, whose heroism and gallantry in Operation Enduring Freedom as a forward observer earned him the nation's highest award, the Medal of Honor, for selflessly sacrificing himself while attempting to save the lives of his men. The non-commissioned officer standing in front of the graduating platoon is the Advanced Individual Training Platoon Sergeant. The AIT Platoon Sergeant for classes 39 and 40-17 is Staff Sergeant Matthew Tackett. Ladies and gentlemen, the guest speaker for today's graduation is Staff Sergeant Thompson, Senior Training Instructor at Bravo Battery, 1st Battalion, 78th Field Artillery.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, family members, and graduates of Class 39 and 40-17, it's an honor and a very rare privilege to speak to you today. I first want to say congratulations to the soldiers standing in formation today. You've accomplished so much, and I'm genuinely proud of each and every one of you. I would also like to say thank you to the family members that are here as well. Your support means the world to these soldiers, and you should have no doubt that it's because of your support that they were able to get them through tough times. And they are as successful as they are because of you. And once again, thank you. Soldiers, you have done what many could not, and even more would not even try to do. You are now MOS qualified 13 Foxes. You are the eyes of death. You've accomplished much in your time here, but there is still more to do. You should be proud of what you do, who you are, and where you came from, but you must also remain humble. You've accomplished every task set before you thus far, but the hardest tasks are yet to come. If you continue to build on what you have learned here, I have no doubt you'll accomplish your future missions with the same level of excellence that you've demonstrated here. I'd also like to offer some advice to you all, and hopefully some of it will sink in. Soldiers, listen to your NCOs. As you go out into the forest and begin your careers, you'll have NCOs that will be responsible for making sure you have the training, the equipment, and the knowledge that you need to accomplish your mission. Most of them are multiple combat veterans and have multiple tours in different theaters. You should listen to them, watch them, hold them to a high standard, and know that they will hold you to a high standard as well. That's how we achieve excellence. The only thing your NCOs cannot provide you with is the drive to excel. You'll have to bring that on your own. Stay positive at all times. It's not always easy to get excited about the little things like PT, but things like PT are easier if you can get fired up about it. I mentioned staying humble earlier, and that's because while you've completed AIT, there's still so much more to learn. Always keep that desire to learn. Become a master of your profession. Keep learning until you've learned it all, and then learn even more. Eventually, you'll become a subject matter expert, and you can share your knowledge by returning here to beautiful Fort Sill, Oklahoma at 178 as an instructor. Always keep in mind that you are now part of something much bigger than yourselves. You're members of an organization that makes history on a daily basis. You're part of a big green family now, one that can trace its beginnings all the way back to before there was the United States. It was members of this family, your family now, that although freezing and starving, threw the most powerful military of the time off of American soil. Other members of that same family were called upon to go to Europe and fight against the Kaiser and his army, facing all new threats like chemical warfare and machine guns, just to name a couple. But they adapted and overcame, and they proved victorious. Time and again, the nation has called upon the United States Army to deploy, engage, and destroy the United States of America in close combat. We have never failed to answer that call, and we never will. This is a very condensed version of your new family's history. Now it's your history. You should be proud. In closing, remember what you've learned here is only a fraction of what you'll need to know to master your skill. Be confident and be humble. Be eager to learn. Keep a positive attitude at all times. Keep faith in your NCOs and in your fellow soldiers. What you do isn't a game like pool or cards, but it is a matter of life and death, and you should take it seriously. Your brothers and sisters are counting on you. And most importantly, soldiers, be ready. Black Hawk, teamwork, cornerstone.
Hope.
The official party for today's ceremony is Staff Sergeant Thompson, accompanied by Staff Sergeant Taggart. The Distinguished Honor Graduate Award is presented for overall academic excellence and character development throughout the training cycle. The High Physical Fitness Award is presented to the soldier who scored the highest in his class on the demanding Army Physical Fitness Test. This test consists of push-ups, sit-ups, and a timed 2-mile run. The Master Shooter Award is presented to the student with the highest score on the 2 graded live fire events. The Distinguished Honor Graduates for 13 Fox classes 39 and 40-17 are Private First Class Benjamin Shepard with a class average of 100%, and Private Todd Barnett with a class average of 99.40. The honor graduates for classes 39 and 40-17 are Private First Class Michael Bell and Private Nicholas Mello. The High APFT Award winner for classes 39-17 is Private First Class Tanner Fears. The Master Shooters for classes 39 and 40-17 are Private Todd Barnett and Private First Class Benjamin Shepard. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished graduates. The soldiers of graduating class 13 Fox 39 and 40-17 will now pin on the Field Artillery Branch insignia, thus signifying that the Department of the Army and Field Artillery Commander has certified that these soldiers are branch qualified and are true artillery soldiers. The cross cannons insignia has been in use since 1834 and represents 2 cross Napoleon cannons from 1812. The insignia was modified in 1901, 1907, 1957, and 1967, which is in current use today and represents the field artillery as the king of battle. Private First Class Shepard will now lead the class in reciting the soldier's creed. All soldiers, please stand and remain standing for the Army song.
The soldier's creed.
I am an American soldier. I am a warrior, a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the Army song.
March along, sing a song, with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight it for the right and to build the nation's might. And the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won. And the army goes rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Private Shepard, take charge.
Victory starts here.
This will defend.
Hooray! Rip!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the graduation ceremony. The cadre and soldiers of the 1st Battalion 78th Field Artillery thank you for your attendance. Please feel free to come forward and congratulate your soldiers.
You guys need these? I'm pretty sure there are.